There's that currently ongoing Hollywood writers strike. And now there's this tweet I saw essentially asking people to stop cosplaying. Says that SAG is asking people not to cosplay any movie or TV character from current or past productions that would promote the studios that are currently being struck, and that doing so will be considered crossing the picket line. The tweet getting over 3 million views, over 36,000 likes. The OP adding that you can't cosplay any IP that's owned or produced by these companies. And in the comments, people also talk about this and like anime because Sony is involved with so many anime productions these days. Other people talk about how they've invested way too much money in their cosplays to just drop them. And the OP saying that, well, if you don't, you risk being blacklisted from the industry. Other people saying that this is essentially misinformation and it only affects SAG-AFTRA members and paid non-union influencers. However, the OP does essentially disagree, doubling down on the claims they already made. The OP even saying that that union, SAG-AFTRA, wants to eventually get into the content creator space and that every content creator should want to support anything SAG asks of them so that they can potentially join SAG in the future. I find the notion that we should all join SAG to be particularly amusing because I was actually a part of SAG when I was a kid. So the concept of being told by this random person that I should want to join SAG again is a bit funny. In the comments, someone else would say that this policy is daft. Some kid with a Twitch channel goes to a Comic-Con dressed to say Captain Pike in the next month or so, ends up going into acting, tries to join the union, and is then not allowed. Says they're in support of the strike, but this decision is daft. Hey, wait, speaking of which, if Fate Grand Order is associated with Aniplex, who is a subsidiary of Sony, am I in breach of this policy already for cosplaying Astolfo at Anime Expo? Well, I guess I have nothing more to lose now. Might as well cosplay Astolfo every day, at every convention in the world. Kaneko Cosplays would respond to the OP saying, nah, this is weird to me. Conversely, this person saying, cosplay isn't worth being a scab, support SAG, and don't cosplay characters that fall into currently stricken works. That's how I imagine they sound with their all caps. More quote retweets. A note to cosplayer peeps about the SAG strike. They're asking that you not cosplay current/past movies or TV characters who are under the companies being struck. Let's hurt individual creators to bring down studios. Okay. Heads up, cosplayers. Please do not cosplay character studios that SAG is striking against. Do not cross the picket line to get free promotion for studios that do not treat its actors and writers humanely. Saying that it's inhumane treatment, though, is just gaslighting, and I'll break that down further in this video in just about a minute. This other person just laughs at the policy, and the OP says that that person just doesn't care about the rights of workers. It seems very questionable how many air quote influencer or content creators talking about the WGA strike, though, actually care about labor-related issues, because when you take a look at most of their Twitter accounts, they don't actually talk about labor-related issues at all. It's radio silent unless it involves the SAG-AFTRA WGA strike. Then suddenly they'll talk about that one and claim that they're all about pro-labor stuff, but it's pretty obvious that the only thing they really care about is getting in the business and getting buddy-buddy with SAG. There's also a disturbing amount of gaslighting and manipulation regarding this topic. People saying things like the writers are being treated inhumanely and they're not even getting a living wage, when in reality, they are on average making a significant amount of money more than the average person working and living in Los Angeles. Variety even reporting that the average annual TV/film writers pay in 2021 was $260,000. The issue they present is that that figure has kind of stagnated for a while, but guess what? Still making $260K a year to write some stuff for Hollywood. To suggest or to outright claim that that's inhumane treatment seems, like I said, overt manipulation and gaslighting at the very least. Some sources say it's a lower figure than that, but even the lowest assumptions seem to indicate that the average writer is making at least about the same that the average entire household in LA is making. So it seems all this attention on labor-related issues should go to so many other groups of workers before it would go to these Hollywood writers, but unfortunately the people who really need the attention and the help aren't getting it, largely because so many people are only concerned about making more money for themselves. They claim to care about labor-related issues, but all they really seem to care about is getting buddy-buddy with the union. And so that's all I'm going to say on this one. And hey, question, are you going to not cosplay until SAG tells you that you can? And of course, let me know what you think about all this stuff in the comments. Appreciate you and your time. I look forward to seeing you there, and of course, in the next segment.